Right, okay, brilliant. Sorry about that, everyone. I pressed go live, and then I suddenly got an issue saying, "Oh no, we've gone." Well, cock ends up. Anyway, we're back here with Tokyo Dark in the series I like to call Let's Scream. Mostly because I'm a sarcastic asshole, to be honest. Anyway, we're back in the game. I'm not certain how long we're gonna be back here. I mean, who knows? Oh, what was I trying? Oh, meow! Oh yes, there was a number, wasn't there? There was a number that was said. Shit, I can't remember. Yeah, there's a number that was mentioned. It was meant to be like, well, hopefully I don't need to remember it. There it is. Oh, it works. It wasn't a lie. Enter it. There we go. Whew. Thank God I didn't have to remember the number, otherwise I'd be fucked. Ugh, what a stench. I know that smell. Anyone who's worked homicide long enough knows it. Sanity's gone down for some reason. Seems to be locked. I can't open it. Pick the lock. I can. It seems the inside lock has been fouled off. Bloody hell. Kick it. It didn't move at all. Must be reinforced. Okay then. Clearly, damn it. That did nothing but hurt my foot. Catch you on anything, this isn't gonna work. Alright. Ooh! What's that? Over? Ruby! I knew it'd go like that once. She's gone now. Ugh. There's a rotten corpse. This is the source of that smell. Alright, the body's in pretty bad shape. Whoever did it took long enough to mutilate the corpse. The internal organs have been disturbed, maybe removed. What's this? There's a paper bag with the name Higashi written on it. Did Reina do this? Where's the paper bag? Nothing's changed as at all. What's that sound I'm hearing? Oh shit! Sounds like something's trying to escape from the inside. The rattling stopped. Why? Chances are we might finish this tonight, considering last two streams we got so far into it. Shots of various girls, all of them taken in this room. They don't look like the professional headshots an agency would take. No, they look... The girls kind of look a bit scared, like... Oh, there you go. Yeah, they all look so sad and young. I've got a pretty good idea what these pictures were used for, and the types of people who might have been sent to. Reina? So it's true. To think you were kept in a place like this. What happened to you? Huh? Something's happening. You're back early. Yeah, I don't feel well. I think I'll go to bed early tonight. Ruby, don't ignore me. Lately, it's been the same excuses over and over. I don't know what you're talking about. Ruby, my sweet little Ruby. You think because that one song was a hit you can just stop working? That money's all gone, sweetheart. We spent it all trying to get you a record deal. Don't you think it's unfair to eat my food and stay here for free without doing any work? Ruby? Hey, stop crying. Stop crying! I'm talking to you! Please, I didn't mean it. I'll do another song. I'll make it up to you. I promise. I just don't want to. That's exactly why I'm setting up all these meetings for you. You make the right impression with these guys, and they'll take you places. Speaking of which, I got a call a little while ago from Mesa. Know what he told me? He told me you were being a little disagreeable with him last night at his place. You know that he's one of our best clients, don't you? The things he can do for the girls is, well, I shouldn't even need to tell you. I sent you to him because he said there was something special about you. In fact, he said out of all the girls here, he particularly wanted to meet you. I did you a big favor by making that happen. Then you compensate my generosity by sitting in a room, crying, and telling me you don't feel well, or whatever excuse you come up with next. I couldn't, he tried to. I don't care what he tried to do. Fucking snake. I'm glad you're dead. I'm glad that not only you're dead, but that parts of your bodies have been desecrated upon. You should have let him. When I took you in, you were a vulnerable tiny girl who was already failing in school. But I saw your potential. I could already tell how pretty you'd be when you were older. That's just disgusting. That's all these men care about. How I look. So what? You think I took you in because of how smart you were? You're an idol. You're supposed to be looked at. Most men would fall over themselves to meet a pretty girl like you, but you ruin it for everyone when you sit there crying. Oh, just notice the mask is there. There's the eyes, and there's the hideously lipped mouth. Ooh. What are you doing? I'm sick of looking like an idiot, Ruby. You made me do this. There's Ruby. Didn't see anything else to interact with apart from looking away. No, nothing else on there, okay. So she was abused then, basically. Oh god, that sound! Noise stopped. Good thing that noise is awful. It sounded like girls being abused, which, considering what we've learnt so far about this asshole. Damn it, Ruby. I can't stand to see you like this. You're not gonna feel better staying cooped up in here. Listen, I got you that photo shoot lineup tomorrow. The one with Massa. Are you even listening? Don't make me go back. I don't want to go out. Let me stay here. What's wrong with you? Please, please don't make me. I'm afraid to go. As far as I can tell, you're afraid of a success. I've fallen over myself to make you a star, but you'll never get anywhere if you lock yourself away. What? You're not going to say anything? You can't treat me this way. I gave you your name, your music, and damn near everything else. Oh, but you think you're special, right? Let me break it to you, honey. You're not. There's loads of other girls in this business just like you, and they do what they have to without complaining about it. They understand how important it is to keep clients happy, and I'm sorry it's not all butterflies and flowers, but you're not some naive little girl anymore. You're a woman now. Hey, Earth to Ruby! I'm trying to give you some advice here, and you're not even listening. Reina. My name is Reina. What do you say? Reina? Who's that? Oh yeah, that was the name of some pathetic little foster girl I picked up. You want to go back to being her? Just say the word, and I'll throw you out there myself. If you think you've got it so bad now, let's count the seconds between you hitting those streets and being back in foster care or dead in some gutter. Not so totem now, are we, Reina? Or is it Ruby? The girl who was successful? The girl who could make it if she just would do what she was told. Sorry, I'm sorry. I lost my temper, but you gotta see things my way. You were special, you know that. I see. I saw so much potential in you. Such a beautiful young girl. I wanted to raise you up and show you what life could be. Scumbag, little scumbag. Then you reject me and everything I can offer you. It's a damn shame. You're still pretty, Ruby. So pretty. But not when you move around. Look, I get it. You're a teenager and you want to cry out, right? Fine. But when you're done with that, you're going back out there. You think I want to send you to all these little meetings with Massa and guys like him? I'd rather you were successful so we don't have to do that. I'm on your side. Yeah, right. If you'd work harder, you wouldn't have to do things like that. Stop crying. You're not a child anymore. So, I just want to go home. Home? Where do you think you are? You are home. This is as good as it's going to get for a girl like you. Tomorrow you're going to go with Massa and do whatever it is he tells you to do. You'll stop this crying and you'll start making some money. Maybe it was a mistake to think you'd end up being special. Turns out you're just another disappointment. Another whore. Oh, hey there, Retro Games. It's more Tokyo Dark. I was playing it the other day. It's a horror game. Well, a horror visual novel. It's kind of a mixture of the visual novel and adventure game. There's something like in mattress. This newspaper article dated October 24th, 2004. The article's title: One Hit Wonder Ruby Commits Suicide. That can't be. That was over 10 years ago. Her real name was withheld from the press, but her picture is here. According to the article, Higurashi went to her room and found it locked. He called her, she didn't answer. I thought she must have been tired, he said. She'd been working hard on a new song. He only forced the door open when he noticed a smell where he found her hanging from the rafters. She'd hung herself almost 2 days before. Don't worry about it, Metro. I was doing it on Monday and I believe Wednesday last week. I've shifted my dates around a bit recently. Yeah, it's definitely worth a play, especially if you're into detective, if you're into adventure games and visual novels, because it's quite a mixture of the two, but it's also It's also a bit dark because we are investigating murders and people dying and shit. Probably in this room. There's more. Though Mr. and Mrs. Higurashi had adopted her years before, Riri was not made to work and loved being an idol more than anything in the world. Bullshit! Her song, Look For Me, will go on sale again this month, with all the sales going to various suicide prevention charities. I've read enough. The sadness that's in this room is the same awful feeling I felt in the sewers. Is it Reina's? Is this what I was supposed to see? See, is there anything else in there? No. Okay. By the way, this is what happened to that guy you just saw in the images. He's dead, rotting, and flies are all over his corpse. But you know, he fucking deserved it. Being a manipulative asshole. No, nothing there. No, nothing there. Damn it. Off we go then. Well, unfortunately, he's dead, so can't get any more information. Can't get any information out of him. He's very dead. I feel sick. That monster. How many girls did Higurashi pass around and abuse before she murdered him? And Reina, she looked the same as she does now. 16 years old, a child. Higurashi had her locked up, and she tried to take back control the only way she thought she could. Only she came back. And all that pain and suffering came back with her. When I was in that room, I could feel it like it was my own. And it's not the first time I felt it. The dark was steeped in it. As soon as I realized it, it was like the air changed. I can sense a pulse now, like a heartbeat following me, but it's not enough. The mask could help me find the door, and I can feel the dark, but the path still isn't open to me. What am I missing? My gut tells me it has to do with the Kemenkai, and the only one alive who knows about it is the old Kawan woman. She has to tell me what happened. Yep. So we're going back to the temple. But first, I think I better, Oh, no, I don't have the choice. Never mind. I was going to go back to the Yakuza and tell them, yeah, I found your friend. He's dead. Well, not friend, work associate, should we say. Oh, is he here? No. That would have been quite funny if... Because I just punched him to get him out of my way. Right. Because you get lots of choices in this game, and in fact, as someone pointed out online, it has 11 different endings. So you've got a lot of different choices that go many different routes. You! I told you to stay away from my family. Don't drag my grandchildren into this any more than you already have. Stay back. I have questions about the Kemenkai, the group your daughter and son-in-law were part of. You're the only one alive who'd remember. Kemenkai? I don't know anything about it. Leave me! Grandma, that's enough. Listen to yourself. Do you even realize you're lying anymore? Takashi told us everything. And you, Ito, just because this investigation is important to you doesn't give you the right to barge in here. May, your grandmother and I need to talk. If it upsets you, maybe you should go. No, I'm not going anywhere. This is the house I grew up in. It's as much mine as this grandma's. If you have something to say, you can say it in front of me. Only a little while ago I found out my parents died in some cult and no one even knows why. You think hearing that was easy for me? I want to help you, Ito, but all the deceit and lies are starting to hurt people. What I'm chasing is so much worse. Tell that to the poor man in the station. He's in hospital now, terrified out of his wits. Oh, come on, I just smacked him across the face. It's not like I did anything serious. People aren't only here to be used for information, then thrown away while you move on. You have lives too. And bringing up the past can hurt. Surely you of all people understand that. I do. But ignoring the past won't make it go away, and there's unfinished business from the Kevin Kai that needs to be taken care of. But what's left to talk about? Everyone's dead, right? May, I promise to talk to you about all this later. For now, let me and the detective talk. Go on, you're cooking us dinner, weren't you? Alright, we'll talk about it later. But I'll be in the other room if you need me. So, you found me out. Now that May knows, I suppose there's no point in keeping it secret any longer. The truth is, my daughter never would have joined the Kevin Kai if it weren't for me. I convinced her and her husband to join. I was already a member. At the time I joined, my husband had left me and I lost my job, suddenly leaving me a single, unemployed mother who can barely support her daughter. That's when Tokimasa found me and told me that the society that stigmatized and shunned me was a fiction, a great machine to be fought, and that my very soul was at stake. Of course, he used me as he did everyone else. I desperately wanted to hear that my struggles weren't my fault. They stole everything from me, my youth, my mind, my child. And then, one day in 1996, they all died. The cause of death was buried and no autopsies were performed. Or, if they were hidden. Why? That's simple. The government didn't care about some dead cultists in the woods, and covered it up so the papers wouldn't sensationalize their deaths. That's it? After everything I've found, do you expect me to believe that? 12 people died that day, and no one knows why. What happened? Tell me the truth. You want to know what happened so badly? Fine, I'll tell you. They died for nothing, following in the footsteps of a madman who believed that life was an illusion. As words of other compounds and other groups being raided spread, Tokimasa began warning us that the end was near. He believed the world was collapsing and it was time for him and his followers to abandon the flesh and find purity among the gods. Oh shit, suicide then. My Emiko. She didn't die from some conspiracy. She chose death because she no longer had an anchor to reality, and it was my fault. Beyond that, I don't know what happened to them. No, you do know something. In that report it says after the officers cleared the bodies, they found the mask. The same one you handed to me 6 months ago. That's... Tokimasa would always keep it to himself, saying it granted him sight into the realm of the kami. I need it. You don't understand. It allows us to see strange things and people who were gone. The guru was a fool, a fake, but the mask was real. There was a rumor that the cult members were killed by one of their own. Surely you didn't... No! You don't understand. I'll never kill my own child. I didn't take the mask. It was given to me. One day, a man, some journalist or other, showed up at my door carrying the mask. I couldn't believe it. I begged him for it, and he stood there, smiling at me. His eyes were like none I had ever seen. It was strange. All he wanted in exchange for the mask was a picture of Emiko. When I joined the cult, I was forced to give up my possessions and only had one left, but I gave it to him nonetheless. I thought if I had the mask that I could find her, that maybe she would forgive me. As soon as I had it in my hands, my mind opened. I could hear her voice. So you went into the sewers chasing after her, thinking you could save her. Takashi told you that as well, did he? Yes, it's true. Emiko was crying out to me, begging me to find her and free her from the dark place. I would have given anything to hold her in my arms again and plead her forgiveness. I don't care if you don't believe me. Just like Tanaka was calling out to me. I do believe you. We're probably some of the few people left alive who know what the mask is capable of. If you really thought it'd help you find her, then why'd you give it to me? Because I was wrong. At first I only followed whispers, then I found myself in a strange labyrinth, chasing after her shade. The days bled together, I lost track of my grandchildren, of the shrine. It was an illusion. No matter how hard I tried, I never found her. I only became more and more disconnected from the world around me. I descended into madness. I was being used again, just as Tokimasa had used me so many years before. I tried getting rid of it, throwing it away, burning it. None of it mattered. It always came back. When I did the visions and whispers only got worse. So I put it out of my mind and tried as best I could to live a life of solitude and ignore the screams of my daughter. Then you came. And when you did, the mask was screaming out in voices I'd never heard before. I thought it was a sign, so I gave it to you. I didn't even have time to breathe out a sigh of relief before I heard a gunshot ring out. No one else ran to it. I think I was the only one who knew that sound for what it was. I thought the mask was punishing me once again by taking May away from me. Instead, it had passed a tragedy to another. I'm sorry. Perhaps the knowledge of the mask should die with us. There is one other person who knows about the mask. A girl named Reina. Does that name mean anything to you? No, I don't know anybody by that name. Do you expect me to know everyone who's been touched by the mask? No, but you were involved with a group that worshipped it. Are you sure that you're telling me everything? Yes. What good will accusing an old woman do? Unless you're chasing someone too. That must be it. May told me you lost someone, your partner in the police. Is that right? If I'm right, then I suggest you stop your search. The place I was shown by the mask was not meant for the living. I barely escaped with my life. Stop while your mind and body remain intact. What if I told you there was another option? What other option? In the months since I first met you, I have had time to examine the ancient texts in the shrine, and as the mask grew further away, it loosened its grip on my mind. I knew then it would someday make its way back to me, and so I became determined to find a way to protect myself and my grandchildren from its influence. The darkness of the Kemenkai and its ritual object are but manipulations used to sever our connection with what is truly divine. The mask breeds darkness. Dark forces can invade all manner of living and non-living things, driving them to violence or death. That which is evil cannot be used or tolerated. It must be destroyed. It is the only way to save us from its grip. Destroy the mask? I thought you said it couldn't be done. Not physically. Grandma, is everything alright? I haven't heard you talking about the mask again. Yes, dear, you needn't worry. In fact, it's good you're here, as this talk involves you. May, you've trained in exorcism and purification rituals for quite some time, haven't you? Such a ritual could purify the mask and turn it into a mere piece of wood, given we gather the right materials, of course. I can tell you that the look in your eye that you think me to be senile, but I'm quite serious. Even modern rituals have ancient roots, and with enough conviction, they are still capable of great power. Before I was content to die as long as the mask didn't hurt my children, as I was too feeble to do what was necessary myself. But now, seeing you here, I see a second chance to do what is right. If you truly do know what the mask is, then you must help me destroy it. Slow down. I didn't come here to be involved in ritual or exorcism or whatever you call it. I only want the truth about the Koen Kai, which you still haven't given me. You're a stubborn one, aren't you? So be it. I can see there is only one way to change your mind. The only trace of what happened that day would be at the Koen Kai compound itself. The records of its location are lost, and they were never made public, but I know where it is. What's the catch? Go there, search for your truth, see what worshipping the mask has wrought. When you return, you'll help me destroy it. What makes you so confident I'll change my mind? I went back once, years ago. In all honesty, I'm not sure why. Perhaps to remind myself of my sins. What I saw and felt in that place, it was tainted by darkness and death. Those two things are all the mask will afford you. There was something else. I had a feeling you'd say that. The heavy, unnatural air I felt when I returned to the compound, it had the same stench, the same quality of the tunnels where I searched for Emiko. Sounds like a superstition to me. So what exactly is it you want in exchange for the information? Yeah, just checking. Check to make sure that's working. I believe the energies of the mask and that place are linked. I want you to bring something back from there. Anything that may help in the ritual. Looking for the truth will not bring you peace, detective. Purifying the mask very well might. Remember that. The compound is in the forest of Okigahara. Okigahara? Hey, that's the suicide forest! Ah, I know about the suicide forest. Suicide forest. What a dreadful name. Though I suppose those woods have seen their fair share of tragedy and death. Peter, you can't just go charging in there. It's dangerous. What if you got lost? GPS doesn't work in there, and I heard even compass won't point north. Not only that, but, well, a lot of people go there to die. I don't think you should go. You two keep talking about the mask like it's some evil spirit causing you pain, but I think the pain you're feeling isn't caused by a mask. It's just you. So many nights after the girl died in the shrine, I had nightmares. Every corner I went around, I thought I'd see her there. It wasn't a ritual or charm that made me better, though. I just stopped listening to the fear. I comforted it. When you took me to see Takashi that day, that was the first time I'd left Kamakura since April. It's embarrassing to admit it, but I was scared. And yeah, Takashi telling me all that stuff about Mum and Dad was scary, but it was the truth. I wasn't hiding from some demon I'd invented myself. Anyway, I know you might not listen to me, but I don't think you should put yourself in danger just so you can keep chasing your demons. Maybe you're right, but some demons have a way of spreading to others. Seeing the Kemenkai compound is something I have to do. But, well, this is your choice, but Okigahara is huge. How are you going to find that one compound? May makes a good point. It's been a long time. Are you sure you remember where it is? Of course I do. I know what you two must think of me, but I'm not senile. It's a hike away from a bus stop on the outskirts of Naosawa. We used to go into town occasionally for supplies. Several miles away from the bus stop, there's a clearing and a path that are used time and time by the Forest Service. I'll draw you a map before you leave. It continues for quite some time, and eventually it will be blocked off. Keep moving forward and don't turn back, or leave the path. The forest can play tricks on you. Supposing the path is still there, It seems pretty incredible to me that the compound would have been left alone all those years. It still stands. After all, why would they bother to go and disassemble it? Go, search for whatever truth you think you'll find. But be careful, detective. Do what must be done, then leave. Staying there is dangerous. I hope that once you enter the place and feel the energy I did, you'll have the same sense to see what I never could. You understand, don't you? The mask must be purified. Good. I'll begin preparations for the ceremony regardless. May see her out. Maybe I should have remained skeptical instead. She's never said anything like that to me. You must have really scared her. Listen, I'll help you with this ritual because I think it'll help Grandma get better. But don't get yourself killed. I know in your eyes I'm probably just a kid, but I know how much it hurts to want the truth. Takashi is obsessed over the past, and I was miserable not knowing. Grandma almost went insane on top of that. Grandma said in herself, "You're still young. You should forget about all this and start over." And you might not want to hear this, but listening to you talk about masks and spirits, well, you sound like that girl at the shrine. It scares me, and it should scare you too. Take care of yourself, Eito. Into the forest we go. So an evil mask. Is this Splatterhouse? Nope, certainly not Splatterhouse. I think I've played Splatterhouse, actually. Is this it? The path? It must be, just like the old woman said. Honestly, I was hoping it wouldn't be here. It's all so convenient. Like it's all part of some little game. Or like some sort of adventure game. What was that noise? No, not now. Why here? Leave me alone. Keep going. Do not go off the path. The 3 statues covered in moss and undergrowth. It looks like one is missing. Victor Ojika said that praying to these statues can help guide the souls of children who die young. Looks so old and forgotten. It's kind of sad to abandon this. How could these statues have anyone else help anyone out in such a dark place? Continue on the path. It's probably stupid of me to stop for there. Whoa, everything is going all weird again. Oh shit. There's Ruby! That nasty grin. Reina? What is she doing here? Huh? Where am I? No. Anyway but here. I don't want to remember this. Why now? Gito, why did you come here? You've left me here to die again, haven't you? It was your fault that this happened to me. You're so selfish. Fucking hell. You'll never care about what happens to anyone but yourself. People who get hurt along the way are just collateral damage. It's all about you and what you want. You. You're looking for me. You only want to hurt the girl, to hurt the old woman, to see everyone who gets in your way suffer. No, that's not true. I would never have done anything to change what happened to you. But make it go away. I can't bear to look anymore. Stop. Make it stop. I don't want to remember. What a great idea. Remembering hurts, doesn't it? Let me take away all that pain. Let's forget together, Ayami-chan. But yeah, what's happening to the screen? Let's forget together. Well, I've not got much of a choice, do I? Let's forget together. Let's forget together. What happens if I choose this? I think I died. That's it, stay on the path, keep going. Yeah, I'll pick it up, why not? Yes, I must have you. I feel a familiar presence as I pick it up. But can I even go back? Let's find out. Yeah, it might be spinning me in circles for all I know. Nope, it's not here. Keep going, keep going, keep going, and... Oh? I'll wake it up again. Geez, the way you were sleeping, I thought you'd never wake up. Huh? Oh, where? Kazuki! Kazuki, thank goodness for you okay. I knew I'd find you. Find me? What are you talking about? I haven't gone anywhere. I saw you on the ground. Reina, she slit your throat. That must have been a hell of a nightmare you had. Nothing a good cup of coffee can fix. Speaking of, I fixed a coffee machine so you can officially file that case as closed. Hey, you okay? You look a little out of it. Take your time getting ready. I'll be in the other room. Yeah, thanks, Kazuki. What is this? I was looking for something, wasn't I? Why can't I remember? My heart's beating a mile a minute. I can't shake the feeling of dread that's hanging in the air. This is real, right? I want it to be real. Is the cat here? Yes, the cat is here! Welcome back to the real world, sleepyhead. You're not dressed? You didn't forget about our picnic, did you? Picnic? You were gonna have a picnic in the park and see the cherry blossoms, remember? I know it's not exactly traditional, but I figure we could grab pizza on the way over too. It's an important time of the year after all. Did you forget that too? Don't you remember when the cherry blossoms fell and you saved those 2 girls at the shrine? You're a hero! Saved? But no, I'm no hero. She died. I killed her. She's always trying to stop me from... Kazuki, something doesn't feel right. This isn't where I'm supposed to be. Of course it is. We're together and the sun's out. We've got Lady Fluff. Yeah! Isn't this what you wanted? With your parents gone, Lady Fluff and I are the only family you've got left. This is where you belong. And we love you, Ayami-chan. That's why you'll come with us. Come on, we've got to get going. Go? Where are you taking me? Somewhere safe. Safe? Why? Where was I going? Where's the path? The path isn't for you. It leads to suffering. So let's leave the path and be happy forever. I'm guessing because my sanity's gone so low. Yes, I'm guessing I've turned insane. And that picture is hilarious. I think that picture's hilarious. I want to pet the cat, Lady Fluffington. Yeah, well, something tells me this is going to be the end. Isn't this nice? We're all here like one big happy family. We don't need anyone else. 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 It's better this way. Stay here. Stay here. Stay here where it's safe. Stay here and rot, Ayami. Kazuki? What's the matter with you? Nothing is the matter. We're exactly where we need to be. This is all so wonderful. I've taken you somewhere safe, just like I promised. Far away from places you didn't belong. You'll stay here, so you can't hurt anyone anymore. Free from all those pesky, painful memories. So, let's forget. Together. Lie down on where it's comfortable and stay here. There, forever, and ever, and ever. No. Ignoring the pain wouldn't make it go away. Kazuki wouldn't want me to forget. He'd tell me to keep going. I know this place. I've been here before. It's drenched in the same suffering as before. Reina, why did you take me here? Why won't you leave me alone? Whoa, look at that. That's bloody creepy. Why do you want to hurt me so badly? Why did you come here? Don't make me remember. Stop! I screamed stop and this happened. Oh, I'm back in the real world. Oh shit. I've never felt Reina's presence so strongly before. If I don't come to my senses, I might have to... Why now? What's in the forest that she doesn't want me to see? Well, there's a bunch of dead bodies, as I'm sure you can all see here. Dead body A and dead body B. Is that something there? No, I think I'm just seeing things. Because there's a collectible. I've been getting a lot of them, but I don't think I've got them all. I'm never confident enough to think I have all the collectibles. More dead bodies. Which is a real thing, the suicide forest. That's it, keep going. Those who don't know anyway, that the suicide forest is a real thing and does exist. Oh look! We're back in circles. Let's place the statue. The air completely changed when I placed the statue with the others. The forest doesn't seem so dark and I can see a clearing up ahead. Is it over? Reina, are you still there somewhere? we go, we've made the statues happy. Where is she? I'm losing it. Fine, just show yourself. You really are losing it, Ayami. You're just so crazy, as everyone said. Seeing Reina in the woods like she's a villain in the movie. No time for your silly illusion. You have to focus on what's real. This is the compound of the Kemenkai cult. It's real. I don't know how, but the roots of everything that's happened were planted here. If I can just pull it out, everything will go back to normal. That's right. You don't scare me, Reina. The doctors say you're not real, so you're not real. I'll find out the truth then and stop you. It sure is quiet. Why are there no birds? Oh well, I'm gonna do with them. Move forward. Enter. Let's try the first door. Oh shit! Mommy! Reina. Where are you? I missed you. Shh. Keep your voice down, sweetheart. I can't stay long. Why not? Why don't you stay with me anymore? Well, that's complicated. The Guru thinks it's best if we're apart for a while. He has big plans for us, and for you especially. Who cares about all that? Honey, it's not that simple. Why not? Why would they let us be together? Because you're so pure and perfect. I know you love me, but I'm no good. If I stay with you, he says I'll corrupt you. But I'm so weak. I want to see you. It's our little secret, okay? Okay. Mommy, is it my fault you can't stay with me anymore? Oh, Reina, no, of course not. It's me. You're going to be a big, important person someday. I can't hold you back. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now, but someday you'll understand. Tokimasa has big plans for you. He told me himself. He said you're the key to everything, because you're so pure. Remember why we left the city? Because everyone's so mean and out for themselves. They're all stained by corruption, but not us. No, not you, anyway. I thought you said we were going home. You can't. Tokimasa says the great machine's done for. That all those corrupt people will kill each other in wars and die, and we'll be left. But you'll be there to guide them, soon. You've been chosen by Tokimasa. To die? I don't want anybody to die. Yes, me neither, sweetie. But like I said, Tokimasa has figured out a new ritual, and you'll be able to help everyone. I don't understand. Why are you saying all these weird things? Now, Reina, it's not easy for me either, but it's not about whether we want all the time. If you do this, it'll help me. You want to help Mommy, don't you? Yeah, I guess. Exactly. So, let's smile, okay? Hey, guess what? What? Before the ritual, there's gonna be a big celebration, just for you. It'll be a big feast. What's that mean? It'll be a big meal where everyone gets to eat all the food they want. It's like a party. Doesn't that sound fun? I guess so. Then I can come see you again. Do you promise? Yeah. Afterwards, we'll all go out together to the ritual. All together? I thought you said it was just me. Like I said, sweetheart, you've been chosen. Tokimasa says you'll gain the sight to guide us to salvation. Okay. Hey, don't look so sad. You'll get me crying if you do. And you don't want to see Mummy cry, do you? No. Good. Reina, I need you to listen to me now. Here, I want you to have this. It's Mummy's amulet. And the one I've kept since I was little. I want you to have it for the ritual. When it starts, I want you to hold it and keep your eyes shut tight, okay? If you get scared, just grab it tight and think of me, okay? But that amulet is yours. Don't you need it? What if something bad happens to you? It's more important that you have it now. Promise me you'll do what I asked. I promise. Let's make a pinky promise. Okay. And you know what happens when you break a pinky promise, right? Yeah, you listen, my pinky fall off. Exactly. And we wouldn't want that now, would we? After tomorrow, things might be different. Maybe even a little scary, but it's not all bad. The most important thing is that Tokimasa told us that we'll be together. I love you, Reina. I love you too, Mummy. Nope, nothing of interest. I mean, my investigation's up, but I've gone pretty insane, as demonstrated there. I've gone absolutely butt-fucking insane. What's in the next door? There's poor Reina, and she's not looking happy as usual. And there's all these people. Oh, Reina, maybe you shouldn't be here. Huh? Why not? The feast isn't for you. It's for us, the impure, who must prepare ourselves. Tokimasa says that the impure must purify themselves by feasting and expunging the darkness from their bodies. If I can't remain uncorrupted, even someone worthless like me will be able to ascend to a higher plane. I don't think you're worthless. Everyone keeps telling me I'm so special, but no one visits me anymore. And where's everyone else? Are they hiding from me now too? The others are with the Guru preparing themselves for tomorrow. Don't worry, Reina. Everything will be clear tomorrow. There's nothing to fear. Hey, can I have a little of that? The great Tokimasa instructed us not to give you any food at the feast. Oh. Don't you see? You are pure. The feast, the indulgence, is there to test us, to show us that we are corrupted with the stains of impurity upon us. Something tells me it's most certainly poisoned. It is a reminder of how the great machine of man keeps our souls shackled and chained. Those who are cleansed must not turn away from the righteous path. Right, but you're very lucky. Yes, so lucky. To be Tokimasa's favour. He chose you. He chose you to be the bearer of the mask, to see the great door to the pure realm. Those other children who were taken, that too was a test, to find the most pure among you. You understand, don't you? I don't know. Oh, yes, of course not. You are but a child. Tokimasa says that you children are much wiser than us, that your understanding of the world is untainted. Where's Mummy? Mummy? Oh yes, I imagine she is with the Guru. She is in need of the Guru's love. Yes, her mind has gone astray as of late. In such a key moment, the Guru will show her the way. Don't you worry. Mother, father, sister, brother, it doesn't matter. We are your family. You should go back to your bed. I don't know why the Guru lets someone so important wander freely. What if something would happen to you like the others? What others? Do not fear, child. The great Turkey Master's prophecy will come and pass, and there will be no fear very soon. You should go to sleep, child. And remember, do not eat this meal. It is the food for us, the pitiful. What's wrong? Why are you looking at me like that? Nothing. It's nothing. The ritual is soon. It will be time for a great change. Go away. Why? Tomorrow you will guide us. But look at you, so young. We must be resilient. Fear is a pure emotion. All forms of life feel fear. To fear is not weakness, but a test. You are testing me. The Guru is wise. Are you okay? You're looking at me funny again. It's nothing. What do you want? Do you know where Takashi is? Weak. They're weak. Don't think of them. Don't cloud your thoughts. You must remain as you are. You needn't worry about... No. Turkey Master will guide us. Just wait. What's wrong, Emiko? Whoa, Reina! What are you doing here? You scared me. I'm sorry. That's alright. You didn't mean it, did you? No. Then there's nothing to worry about. Do you want something? Why isn't Takashi or the baby here with you? He and his sister were not meant for the path of the purity. Not like you. It's the night before the ritual. I must unburden myself with thoughts of them. What's unburden mean? Unburden, Reina. It means I have to forget them. Yes. Forget the children, Emiko. Becoming too attached to our offspring is part of mankind's great machine. It is a lie. That was a test. They did not pass. You must. We are so close to our goal. Yes, of course. I will not shackle myself to meaningless connections. Reina, don't worry. Tomorrow is the great ritual. Tohimasa has envisioned it. And you're the guest of honor. Everything will be alright. Really? Yes, of course. Now, run along. So she's also, well, she was a survivor until she committed suicide. I can't let my daughter be in the ritual. That's not for you to decide. You know her importance. What the Guru says she can show us. But she's my daughter. Tokimasa hasn't told us what he's going to do to her. She is our daughter, Hisako. What if it doesn't work like he says? She's so young. You doubt him? Now? It's because she's so young, she was chosen. Her mind is not stained by regret, sadness, or corruption. She's perfect. I know that. Just... Then why hesitate? The Guru tells us we're approaching the moment that will bring us true peace. The culmination of everything we worked for. Somehow your child is the focal point. He says she will be granted a sight even more profound than his own. She can lead us. I only want to make sure she's okay. You promised me she'd be safe, but now I'm not so sure. The Guru will make sure she's taken care of. She will want for nothing and be blessed with new sight. It's the only way. The world is on the brink of ruin. There's no time left. My children will. Emiko? Don't worry, they'll be safe. No, my own mother betrayed me. She dragged my children away to die in the filth. I'm sorry. I must be strong. Soon we will have no more worries and ascend from our flesh. You know, don't you? I saw you outside when you told us. Yes. All of the things I studied, they were only ever used by corrupt people to control one another, to hurt one another. Soon we'll be free of all that. We'll escape the suffering of this world and be reborn. And it will be Reina who shows us the way. She will be the bridge. You're right. I always knew she was special. Even when she was growing inside me, I could feel it. Promise me again. Promise me she'll be taken care of. The last room. Well, I've entered here. Ooh, what is that? What's this? This is a simple wooden amulet. How did I not notice it before? It's a good question. Let's pick it up. But what is this? I feel strange, like I'm back there again. Fucking hell. She was the one who wore the mask. God. Bit of nightmare fuel for everyone there. Damn. Come on, load. Where am I? The forest path. I saw things and started running. Then I found the amulet. It cut away the fog that had been surrounding me and showed me the truth. The mask, the Kamikai. Reina was there the whole time. They all killed themselves and made her wear the mask. That day was when it all started, when Reina became the mask bearer, when her suffering truly began. The pulse of the dark has changed again, and the fuzzy image I had before has snapped into focus. Everything I need to put an end is in my hands. Head? Oh, there you go. What day is it? I can't keep it straight anymore. I can't keep anything straight. A girl, a sewer, a knife, divisions. Every day the same, a never-ending maze. What am I doing chasing after a dead girl? Why have I stooped her? Maybe in another life there's an Amy that's happy, that isn't seeing memories that aren't her own. Things she couldn't possibly have seen. What did I see in the forest? Was that really Reina? There was a woman there who looked like me too. What did they die for? For this little wooden mask? For salvation? What was that? No, not now. I need to think. Leave me alone. But you never will. Not until I put an end to it one way or another. Was it your pain I felt in the compound? I felt so alone, so scared. I can feel the dark, only it's changed. It's not so shapeless anymore. That's where you are, isn't it? Down there in the dark. The dark? No, they're just sewers. There's... No. They are there. Somehow, and in it is a door. I can't run from it. Maybe I could see Kazuki again. I'd have to keep hold of that horrible mask. What's it done to me already? The historian said I wasn't bearer. So what more will it take from me? Or I could destroy it. Maybe it's not all my fault. If it's all the mask, maybe destroying it will make it stop. It ruined my life. I almost ruined the old Cohen woman. so it can't be my fault. But would May really be able to do it? What if she failed? What if it works? If Reina and Kazoo really are down there, would they survive it? I'd be a murderer again. I can see all these things that other people can't. I have to embrace it. There's only two things left to do to end this, so I can try and put my life back together. Shinjuku and Kamakura are two places of horrible significance to me, but the only path left is to choose between them. This is it. I need to choose. Follow the path further into darkness, or return to the light? Hello? Ayumi, thank God you picked up. Saki? What do you want? Well, I probably shouldn't even be calling you. Especially after what you did. How could you do that to me? I've never been so scared in my life. I really thought you were going to shoot me. I'm sorry, Saki. I never meant to hurt you. You have no idea how important that case file was to me. Yeah, unfortunately it bloody provided me nothing. Well, yeah, consider this my last favour to you. Alright, I guess I deserve that. Why don't you call me? Cool then. It's Torio and Mori. I overheard them talking about you. They said some terrible things, and I can't... Out there, Saki. Ayumi, they said you killed someone. A man named Goto. Oh shit, they managed... oh shit, they found out. He went missing and they said you were asking around about him. People saw you together. It looks really bad. Mori said they already have more than enough to arrest you, and Mori's not someone to go after you for no reason. I don't know exactly where they're headed, but they're not in the city. They said they were retracing your steps, heading south. Kamakura, maybe? Thanks for the warning. I mean, it's not true, is it? You'd never do something like that, would you? The guy was a pervert, he had it coming. I have to go. Thanks again, Saki. Now we're even. Hopefully I don't hear about you on the news. This is goodbye, Ayumi. Right, well, if the police are down there, I better travel to the sewers. And probably get absorbed by the darkness. Then again, maybe I shouldn't have gone around killing people and smashing people with my fist. Those marks are never meant for me. Reina was trying to find her way back, like leaving breadcrumbs in a forest. Was it the Kamen who put this here? Maybe the dark created it. Let's climb down again. The first time I came down here, I was so sure that I would save Tanaka all alone. I didn't think about what I was doing. Am I doing the same thing now? We're not going to do something electric, are we? When I found Kazuki's body, he was wearing the mask. She'd made him wear it as she'd been made to. Even after all the suffering she went through herself, she did it anyway. Can I really forgive her? This time will be different. It's no longer leading to a shapeless tunnel. Reina's down there. I can feel myself being drawn to her. Well, I don't forgive her. And considering our mean streak already, there should be no problem with just killing her. Last time these things were... Let's try and open the door. Last time those lights were like a part of a puzzle and you had to touch them in a certain sequence. Which I thought I had right, but I clearly didn't. Oh. Yeah, that's it. All the way that way. Let's go deeper into the dark. Well, I'm sure nothing supernatural evil is here. Are those feet? It could have just been pipes that look a bit like... But yeah, how deep does this go? Into the abyss. Oh. Oh. Ah, there we go. Cat. Apparently one of the endings is called Cat God. Damn, we're going really deep, aren't we? Those poles are like something from a shrine. This is clearly a part of the sewers that no one has ever visited before. Or if they have, it's not been in years. There. As I trudged through the oppressive, lonely place, I slowly became aware of someone else. The dark broke up and began to breathe ragged, harsh breaths, and inside of me a dread welled up, threatening to burst out. At once I realized the familiarity of that feeling, and I wasn't surprised at what I found. Reina. Sitting there like a trapped animal, muscles tense like she might spring at any moment. In the dark I wasn't scared of her. She was as trapped as I was, and just as powerless. We were equals. She rose as she saw me, looking at me with that unnerving, unblinking stare, and wearing that smile that haunted me for so long like a death mask. She was the cause of it all of my suffering. I'd put an end to it, one way or another. Well, I'm gonna certainly put it to an end. We're both spirits now. I think. So, you went anyway, huh? Even though I told you to leave me alone. Why couldn't you just forget and leave me alone? So that's it. You want to keep hurting me, right? I hate to burst your bubble, but if it's revenge you're after, it won't work. Nope. Can't throw my brains out down here. The dark won't let you. Aw, did I hurt your feelings? Did you bring your little gun all the way down here for nothing? Are you disappointed? I didn't bring it. There's no point. I didn't shoot you when you took Tanaka, and I won't shoot now. Ha! Don't try and trick me. That doesn't mean you didn't want to. After everything I tried to think that you would be the one to show up here in the end. Funny, isn't it? Isn't it? After all, you were only supposed to be a guest star of my little show. A little temporary addition to liven things up a bit. Then you kept showing up uninvited, digging up every sharp thing you can find to poke me with. Now I can't get rid of you. See? It is funny, right? No matter what we do, we're forced together. We ought to make the best of it. You're right. We can't avoid each other forever. Chance has forced us together, whether we like it or not. So, all we need to do is see it through the end. Even when I saw you in the forest, you were down here, weren't you? Well, welcome to the end of the line. You didn't try to go up to the surface again, did you? You're pathetic. After everything you put me through, you stayed here, high over the light. Why would I go back? Why would be a point? When I do, I look around and don't even recognize it anymore. The streets are different, the sounds have changed, everyone I know and never cared about is gone. Oh shit, it's getting loud. Bloody hell. Let's see, that minimum value we'll get. You don't know what's... No, people don't change. No matter how much time goes by, they all still look at me like I'm a flea-bitten dog to be kicked around and ignored. They hate me. In the end, I'll end up back here anyway, so why fight it? At least down here, nothing changes. When I was little, they said everything would be okay if I had the mask. But then Mummy died and the police took it away from me, and nothing's gone right since. No one ever cared about me. The police, the foster homes, the other girls in the agency, they all hated me. They wanted me dead. You're just like the rest of them. Only someday you'll grow and die. And I'll still be here. Yes, you give me the mask. It isn't that simple. Having the mask isn't going to solve your problems. It is that simple. Everyone always tells me it can't be that simple, but why not? None of this would have happened if it weren't for you. If you'd just given it to me in the first place, you could have lived your stupid little fantasy life. Instead, you had to be a hero and get involved in something that was none of your business. Why shouldn't I use it? Are my problems not as important as yours? That's it, isn't it? Everything is about you and making your life happy again. I won't let you be happy. I won't. If you won't let me be happy, then fine. But I'll keep hurting you. And if you think it's bad now, you don't know the half of it. Or you could give it to me and go on pretending to be happy while I find the door again. Again? You've seen it before? I don't know exactly what you think is going to happen when you find it, but everything I've found tells me it's dangerous. No, you're wrong. The door isn't for you. The collector said so. He said if I had the mask I could find it again. He said if I found a shrine belonging to Koana, that I could find it. So you met him too. Reina, he wasn't trying to help us. He must have been toying with us. Shut up. You don't know anything. He told me the mask would let me see the door again. Just like the day Mummy died. When they put that mask on me, and I kept my eyes closed like Mummy told me to, even when people started getting sick and crying, then I saw it, the door, even with my eyes still closed. When I looked at it, I heard Mummy's voice, and I knew if I found it, everything would be okay. God, that soundtrack was to die. I opened my eyes and it was gone. I took the mask and I saw Mummy on the ground. She wasn't moving anymore, like a doll. It was all my fault. It must have been. I did something wrong, but he told me if I found the mask I could make it right again. Now I'm being punished for being a big screw-up. For not being pure like they told me to be. Except, people like Higurashi, They shouldn't have hurt me. They should have left me alone. I had to punish them. I just want to I just want to stop them from hurting me. That doesn't make me bad, right? You understand, don't you? Understand? You chose to hurt people. You slit Tanaka's throat. You tried to kill me. You wanted to hurt that Koana girl the first time I laid eyes on you. Then Tanaka was chasing you. He was chasing after the blood trail you left behind. You can act as innocent as you want. That doesn't change what you have done. You dragged me and Tanaka into your little personal hell, and That's not even the worst part. The worst part is that it's all I have left. If I can't find him down here, then it was all for nothing. I didn't want to hurt him. I was the only one to bring him here. Same way I was brought here. The only way? Look at me, Reina. I'm down here. You can see me, right? Did you have to slit my throat? I'm sorry. No, you don't get to apologize. Not now. Tanaka deserves better than that. Where is he? You brought him down here. So tell me what you know. I don't know where he is. What do you mean you don't know? I can't play your games anymore, Reina. I've had enough. Maybe I don't get exactly what's happening, but everything in my life has gone to hell since you came into it. Stop, please. Why isn't it with me now? Nothing's gone the way I thought it would. When I went back to the Shinjuku, I remembered how I ended up in the dark. I knew that I had to do. So Tanaka would be with me. Oh, the mask wasn't awake. It wasn't loud, like in Kamarura. So I made you come into the tunnel with me and Tanaka so I could take a look up. And I slit his throat and went back to the dark. And I waited. Tanaka woke up down there too, but the mask was gone. He was alive? He was like me. Or I thought he was. At first he seemed okay, but then he started wandering around, staring into space, and talking to people who weren't there. Poor Tanaka. I think I broke him, Ayami-chan. So, he was down here. Tell me where he is. You don't get it, do you? I don't know where he is, and I don't care. Tanaka abandoned me. Even when he was here, he kept mumbling on and on about how he was going to help you. He gave you something, didn't he? That traitor. How else would you be able to keep finding me? He even said he saw the door, but he didn't take me there. I hate him. Why did he leave? To think Tanaka would help a stupid little girl like me. It was dumb to try and bring him here. The collector said I'd find the door with the mask. I just didn't want to be alone, so now you're here, so I guess the mask is too. I didn't need him after all. He's gone. You're wrong. I can feel him somewhere here. He's waiting for me. You can? But maybe he's at the door. Please, take me there. Don't leave me. The mask opened the dark and took me straight to Reina. And now that I'm here, I can feel it pulsing like a heartbeat. The door, the unknown place where chance and fate have no importance. That's where history is. And I understand now what will happen if I bring Reina through. She will cease to be. It will tear her limb from limb. There's no other way to make sure she'll never hurt anyone again. The explanation finally gave me closure for what she's put me through. But if I did that, the dark would change shape again, and any hope I have of finding Tsuki would be lost. So it's left of him, he's trapped there waiting for me. There's no time left, I have to choose. Yeah, let's save the boyfriend. Help you? I watched you put that man I love on his knees and slit his throat. You say you hated me but for what? Trying to save someone? Trying to find the truth? I'm sorry for everything that happened to you, but somewhere along the line, instead of choosing to get help, you chose to kill. So no, I'm not going to help you. Whatever you were doesn't change what you've become. A rabid animal, foaming at the mouth to hurt others. I wouldn't risk the Tanaka put you down. You aren't worth it. Ayami, please! Why do you hate me? I don't hate you, Reina. You're an empty shell, a girl that might have been worth saving once. I've done a lot I'm not proud of to get this to this point, but I won't add destroying the mask of a girl to the last. I'm going after Tanaka, your beloved Tanaka, who tried to murder then abandon you. Goodbye, Reina. Ayumi, don't leave me, please. I don't want to be alone here. I'll find you. If you bring him back, I'll find you again, I swear it. Wait. Don't go. Gone. Gone. I did all there was to do. I walked away from her and didn't look back, though I could feel her eyes on me. My anger sustained me to this point and given me reason to descend further and further into the darkness. The rage I felt when I looked at the wretched little girl wasn't going to bring Kazuki back. I knew I had to leave her and my feelings toward her behind. Maybe doing so guarantees she'll come for me one day, but I have to focus on what's important. Kazuki, he's so close. Up and down, shadow and light. There's nothing here to orientate myself. All I can do is stumble forward. I can still feel the door, but there's something else alongside it. Kazuki. I can't hear him or see him, but he's there like a memory coming to my head all of it on its own. Yeah, I can't see the door or anything else through this darkness. What if I'm trapped down here forever? Lost like Reina and Tanaka? No. There is a way, the only way to pierce this darkness on my own, but I'm scared to do it. A tool forged in blood and bending my mind to its breaking point has become my last chance to move forward. The historian said the mask bearer could see the door, but I'm not the mask bearer. If I wear it, I would have to accept the consequences. Touching it alone almost drove me mad. What strain would wearing it put on my mind? Or I could turn back and try to find the surface and keep what little of my sanity I have left. The choice is simple: turn to the light or descend deeper into darkness. Well, I don't see any other option, so wear the mask. Here we go. It's kind of creepy. It looks like it has eyes on the front, but on the back there are eye holes. Say hello to a serial killer. That's what she kind of looks like anyway. The door! I have found the door. Oh god! That just looks extra creepy. Tanaka! I've come for you! She's gone. Something's changed. Memories of my childhood, feelings I had, my sense of self, ripped out of me as I entered, fading. I have to focus while I'm still me. There's someone else here. Kazuki, is that you? Stay put, I'll find you. Tanaka? Tanaka? Kazuki? Is that you? Kazuki, say something. You can hear me, right? What if Reina was right? What if he's already gone? Oh god. Kazuki, please. Who? You too? Ayami? Ayami, why are you here? That doesn't matter. All that matters is I heard you and I'm here now. I can't believe it. Is it really you? What's wrong? Ugh, I'm sorry. It's strange. I feel light. The memories are coming back to me. I'm sorry. I need a little time. I think I remember. Yami, how are you here? You shouldn't be here. No, I probably shouldn't, but I came for you. The way I got here, I can remember it now. Yami, she didn't... No, I came here on my own. She can't hurt us anymore. She's still out there. Poor thing. She's beyond help, Kazuki. Yami, I can't remember clearly. I have to know what happened that night in the sewer. Why were you there? You know why I was there. I was looking for you. But it was a trap and I fell right into it. Maybe you think I'm a fool, but I was desperate. There she was, a girl I'd shot before, and you so helpless with a bag over your head. My head was swimming. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't shoot her, so I watched as she slit your throat. I let you die. I doubt I could have done better in your shoes. What's wrong? Is it true? It's what true? That you went with her willingly? That you gave the mask? Kazuki, I have to know. Did you know what would happen? It's true, but not how you say it. I saw her, a girl surrounded by an impossible darkness who I'd obsessed over before her death, and she was alive somehow, still wanting my help. So I went with her. I thought I'd found truth, real truth, the kind of truth that tells us why we're here. I didn't tell you because I'd convinced myself that it would protect you. Faced with the impossible, I dived straight in without thinking of anyone else, or what the consequences would be. Now that we're here in this place, I don't think I have it in me. Maybe I should be. But then I'd have to take a long, hard look in the mirror. Over the last few weeks, I've been grasping at straws in a world I didn't understand, that I didn't even know existed. All because Reina shattered everything I thought I knew. Step by step, she hounded me and tried to break me, but I kept pushing on because deep down, I knew you were out there. But the truth is, I couldn't escape that you were gone, or that she was back. I couldn't escape that there were mysteries I couldn't solve. So, like an idiot, I came after you. I didn't care about the girl. She was just a piece of the puzzle. Everyone and everything she touched suffered. To think that she was able to trick you. It wasn't a trick. I saw the same puzzle you did. But I hadn't seen how far she'd gone. I still don't. I still think under the cracks there's a girl there, crying out for help. We didn't solve it, did we? All those formless shapes aren't any more solid now. No, but maybe that wasn't the point. What do you mean? Maybe we're not meant to know what it all means. Yet, here we are, trying to change something that can't be changed. The mask and the shape-shifting darkness. They were made by people who wanted to control over the unknown. People like us who were confronted with the mystery they had to solve. Fate and chance, life and death, the march of time, having control over them is an illusion. When I stand here with you, I understand that now. I guess it makes us lousy detectives, huh? Were we ever that good to begin with? I got myself kidnapped and you were dumb enough to follow me. Thanks, Amy. All those mysteries suddenly pale in comparison to the thought of having another day in our drafty apartment. Yeah. It was you who called to me, wasn't it? That night in the sewer? I don't remember. Everything since then is hazy. I wandered aimlessly. I was so tired and my body was so heavy. I started hearing other voices and seeing shapes in the darkness. Formless things that felt like people I desperately wanted to see, telling me everything would be alright if I kept moving forward toward them. People I haven't seen in a long time. One day I saw my mother. She told me she missed me and to keep walking through the door and beyond. Did I ever tell you about my mother? She died when you were 15. She couldn't have been here. Still, I hear her like I can hear you now. Kazuki, what have we gotten ourselves into? I don't know. But I'm glad we're in it together. We made a hell of a team, didn't we? Following each other into the other's mess. What I'm trying to say is yeah. Kazuki, are you okay? I'm fine. Don't worry about me. How about you? It's nothing serious. That's never happened before. It must be reacting to you. Yuri, thank you for finding me, but you can't stay here. What are you saying? Neither can you. That's why I'm here, right? Thank you for coming for me. It makes me happy to see you. Happier than you know. I love you. Stop talking like that. You can save it for when we're back. Yami, stop. I'm saying it's because I can never have another chance. When I finally arrived at the door, I felt a warmth. Something told me if I kept walking, all the pain and uncertainty I felt would go away. Then why didn't you? Because I was waiting for you. Somehow I knew you were coming for me, and I wanted to see you and have one last self-centered moment. Last? No, stop saying that. You're the one who isn't supposed to be here. Can't you see that? It wasn't supposed to turn out this way. Tell me why you can't come back with me. Why I'm sorry. I feel a little dizzy. When I was lost in the dark, every time I moved forward, a piece of me was left in my footsteps. All I could feel was fear, until I reached the door and everything faded. Ever since you arrived, I've remembered who I was. All my happiness and joy, but all my suffering and doubt as well. If I kept walking away from the door, maybe I'd forget for good. All those things that make us human can't be here. If you stay, you will fade away, Mary. So many people told me that being with you was a mistake, and that I should find some normal girl to settle down with. But the normal girls didn't understand me. They didn't make me feel better. I chose right. I wouldn't be who I am without you, but you would be nothing if you stayed here. Kazuki, No, there has to be a way. You said it yourself. This place is beyond our control. So you're giving up? After all this suffering, after everything I went through? That's not the man I love. That's this place. Yami, I want nothing more than to come back with you. But I know if I leave, I won't be whole. The longer you stay here, the more it will destroy who you are. You have to turn back. Maybe he's right. Maybe this is the end of the road. I guess Reina was right after all. This place changed you. At least, for now I can talk to you, see you again and tell you that I tried. There isn't much time, I can feel myself being torn apart. Returning to the surface is the only chance I have of saving myself. Kazuki, I won't leave you. You have to. You can't take me back, and the only way for you to go back to the surface is to go now. Sorry. That's not what I meant. Ayami, don't be stupid. Stupid? Every day since Reina sent you here, the dark has been seeping into my existence and drawing me towards it. So I followed its pull, and when I did, I heard you call to me. Then everything fell apart. I was kicked off the police force, my friends abandoned me, I couldn't even keep track of what was real. So I chose to run toward the dark and everything I feared most, despite every instinct telling me not to find you. Mary, when I chose to go through that door, I gave up a piece of myself. I feel like the only reason I remember what I am is because you're here with me. And now that I'm standing here, I'm not afraid anymore. However, you have to understand, I haven't been able to talk, to remember myself for a long time. If we stay here, this won't be our reality. We'll both fade to nothing. Everyone has to face death, Kazuki. Before, when you said you wanted to forget the world above, I was hurt. But I think I understand it now. Every day I lifted my feet and trudged onward, not really knowing why. But now that we're together, I get it. We've suffered enough, Tanaka. I wanted to be with you, so let's forget the world together. You can't expect me to let you throw away your life. I won't let you. Won't let me? Since when have you been able to stop me? This is different. What exactly do you think you're saving me from? My life unravelled. Half of our friends think I killed you. The only thing that would be left of me is a mental hospital or prison. No, that's no way to live. My mind's made up. Stubborn as always, huh? Of course. Wouldn't be me if I wasn't. Can't argue with that. To be honest, part of me wanted this. It's selfish, I know, but I was scared. Once I'd passed through the door, I didn't want to continue, even though every bone in my body told me to, but fear always held me back. I'm sorry, Omi, for leading you here for everything. If that was your idea of leading me, you didn't do a very good job. But, Kazuki, I came here myself, and I don't regret a second of it, even if it didn't turn out like we hoped. And as terrible as the last few weeks are, we saw something, part of the mystery that everyone desperately wishes to see. Now we can get to go the next step. Wherever there is, together, knowing for certain there's more to it. I guess that makes us some of the lucky ones. You're really not scared? A little. No, that's wrong. I am. A lot. I'm really scared. But I'm not scared of this place. Just of what I don't know. There's still a chance for you to turn back. I wonder what I gave up already by coming down here. Reina's bloodlust, her hatred all came from trying to reconcile the world above and this one. I won't go return to become a rabid dog. So what now? It's easy, really. You start walking. Here, take my hand. Promise not to let go. I promise. Well, Tanaka, we've really gotten ourselves in deep now. Let's find out what happens next. Together. And so, we did the only thing there was to do. We walked forward, hand in hand. All as the door was getting further away, so do my memories of what the world beyond. Faces and places that I saw so recently feel like a lifetime ago. No one knows what happened next. But at least we're together. Achievement unlocked! This is one of the 11 endings I've unlocked. Perhaps I'll unlock the others at some free time. Offline, of course, I'm not going to bore you all by going through all the same things again and again. And we can't skip the bloody thing. I better get set up with the next game anyway. I did test out earlier just to consumed by it. I hate unskippable credits. Yeah, me too. Do I? Now just put it under the games and the category. games and demos category. Da 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 da. Compilation? Didn't say compilation. Did they end this? Oh, never mind. Alright. Updating the stream data. Good, good, good. Oh, has this still not ended yet? Oh, now it has. Right, fine. Interesting, most interesting. You're nothing but a crow, feeding on the carrion the time leaves in its plate. Forget me for not being a partial inspector of human suffering. The woman had her own desires. I only gave a little push. And what did your push lead to? Oblivion in the darkness with what was left of a poor man. Ah, but it is not noble. Her desires led her to chase after him, for love or for truth. Perhaps it was out of some sense of noble obligation? It doesn't matter. What are those left behind? At what cost was her peace granted? Time is not a single thread, but a complex tapestry, pushed and formed into a picture by the forces of fate and chance. The different threads present a myriad of truths, but all an aspect of the same visage nonetheless. A myriad. Interesting. Interesting. I would have thought one so interested in history would adhere to a single truth. On the contrary, if history has taught me anything, it is that there is no one truth. The deeper one gazes, the more complex it becomes. Yes, all truths, all grant insight into the same puzzle. You're right, my old friend. Time is a spiral, and observe it long enough, and you may yet learn something. No, she is not your plaything. It is not your decision. There is only one way this can end. Only one way for the world to remain intact and stop the thing that's coming. It must be protected. The role must be performed. Stubborn, so stubborn. Allow me to ask you a question. I believe I know it already. You've asked it before. Indulge me. I asked her the same question. If the dancing puppet looks up and sees its strings, does it remain a puppet? What of fate and chance, then? I answer your riddle with one of my own. You see the storm cloud approaching, and though you can take shelter or alter your course, does the storm not come regardless? Pah! No fun. You're never tolerant. You've never tolerated my philosophical side. Nor you me when I tell you how things are. I suppose that's because we are one and the same. But what of that? All we can do is see, but eventually she will end up there. There is only one path which will hold the world together. Ah, I see. It's suggesting that there's only one true ending. There we go then.